in the previous class we have learned half part of the rigidity modulus by the static torsion, and in that we are considering a cylindrical rod of length L and radius R. Okay, so from that we are considering small section, small annular cross section, and we are calculating the modulus of rigidity by due to this small annular cross section, and we are taking, that is the F is the tangential force, and we are calculating this value of 4 by using the modulus of rigidity, that is neta is equals to force per unit area divided by shear strain is nothing but the phi, and this neta is equals to force divided by twice pi x into dx we are calculating here, and we have the value of this phi, that is x theta divided by L, and after putting the value we get this force, that is the tangential force applied on the annular cross section of area twice pi x into dx, and this force is nothing but the twice pi neta theta divided by L into x square into dx. So up to this we are learned in the previous class. In the today's class we are continuing this part. So we have this F. This is the tangential force applied on the annular cross section of area twice pi x into dx, because dx is the thickness of the annular cross section of the cylindrical rod. Okay, so we have to calculate the moment of this force. Okay, the moment of this force about the axis of the cylinder, cylindrical rod or cylinder we can take here. So this moment of this force is given by moment of force is equals to force into displacement, or distance we can take. So we have this force, the moment of force, that is the x into F is equals to, this force is nothing but the, and this is the force into displacement, that is the x. Okay, so this moment of force is nothing but the force into x. So we are taking the value, this is the moment of force x into F. So we have the value of F, that is twice pi neta theta divided by L into x square into dx into x. So this is nothing but this x square into x, we take x cube, and this is the constant value, for that we are taking in one class, that is the x cube into dx. So this is the moment of force. Okay, so this is the value of moment of force. By multiplying the force with displacement we get the moment of force. Okay, so this moment of force is nothing but the torque on the annular cross section of the cylinder, and sum of all such torque, we are taking small section of thickness dx, so that's why we are taking the moment of force for the only annular cross section, and by calculating moment of force we are calculating torque applied on the annular cross section of the cylinder. But we have to calculate on the total cylindrical rod, torque on the total cylindrical rod. For that we are taking the sum of, that is the addition of sum of all such torque is the total torque applied on the cross section area of the cylindrical rod, and this total torque denoted by the letter torque. Okay, this is the sign of torque, and this total torque for equilibrium is given by, here the sum of torque, the sum of all such torque, sum of all torque is the total torque. Okay, it is the total torque applied to the cross section of cylinder and this total torque Q applied, that is given by the letter torque, and this total torque Q is nothing but the letter torque is equals to this summation of X into F, that is the summation of this all torque Q. Okay, therefore this torque is nothing but the summation of X into F is nothing but the, this summation is nothing but the integration sign. Okay, and this is the integration sign. But what is the limit of this integration? We know that the limits of this integration is 0 to total radius, that is the R. So that's why here 0 and smaller is the radius of the cylindrical rod. So that's why limits of this integration is nothing but the 0 to R and X into F. Okay. So we have this moment of force, that is X into F is nothing but the this value, that is equals to integration of 0 to R twice pi neta theta divided by L into x cube into dx. Okay. So when we calculating this integration, we get constant term, take out the integration sign, that is twice pi neta theta divided by L and integration of 0 to R x cube into dx. Okay. So after calculation, we get the value of this integrating term. This value is nothing but the torque is equals to this constant term, that is twice pi neta theta into this integration of x cube into dx, that is the x to the power 4 divided by 4 with the limits 0 to R. So firstly we are putting the upper limit, that is torque is equals to twice pi neta theta divided by L and upper limit, that is R to the power 4 divided by 4 and lower limit R to the power 0 divided by 0, that is nothing but the 0. Okay. So that's why we are not taking this term. We are taking only upper limit, that is R to the power 4 divided by 4. Okay. So when we are calculating this 2 and 2 cancel, we get the 2. Okay. Therefore torque is equals to pi neta theta R to the power 4 divided by twice L. So this is the value of torque Q, total torque Q applied on the cross section of the cylindrical rod. Okay. So this is the expression for the torque Q required to twist the cylinder or wire about the theta radian. But this angle of twist, this is the angle of twist theta, is proportional to the applied torque Q. By using, when we observe this equation, we guess that, that is observe that this torque is directly proportional to theta, that is torque Q is directly proportional to angle of twist, that is this torque Q is directly proportional to theta. Okay, theta is the angle of twist. And when we remove this proportionality sign, we take some constants. Therefore, torque is equals to C into theta. C is the constant. C is the constant. So, comparing equation, this I don't know what is the number of equation. Okay, this is the equation number 4 what we are guessing, and this is the equation number 5. C is the constant of integration. So, comparing equation 4 and 5, we get C is equals to, this is the theta and this is also theta, but there is an extra term, that is nothing but the C. So this C is equals to pi neta r to the power 4 divided by L. Sorry, twice L. that is pi neta r to the power 4 divided by L. So where C is the constant and this C is the torque per unit twist and is called the torsional rigidity or the modulus of torsion or the torque constant. This C is the constant and this C is known as the this C is known as the, this formula of C is equals to pi neta r to the power 4 divided by twice L after comparing equation 4 and 5, where C is called torque per unit twist or torsional rigidity or modulus of torsion okay, modulus of torsion or torque constant. So these are the name what we call the C. C is called the torque per unit twist or the torsional rigidity or the modulus of torsion or the torsional constant. And this SI unit of this C has the unit, the SI unit of the torque, that is torque is nothing but the force into displacement. So that's why the SI unit of this torque is Newton into meter. Okay, SI unit of torque is the Newton meter. So this is all about the rigidity modulus or the modulus of torsion or the torsional rigidity by static torsion. Okay, so this is the expression what we find out. Torque is equals to pi neta theta r to the power 4 divided by L. So in that case we write this theta outside, that is r to the power 4 into theta. What we same thing. Okay, so this is the expression for the rigidity modulus by static torsion. In the next class we will see torsional pendulum. That is one of the most important point according to exam point of view and your experiment also. So we will see in the next class torsional pendulum. Thank you.